What do we know in terms of what's being impacted and potentially the source of the disruption?
In terms of the source of disruption, we don't know essentially anything at the moment. The TSE, maybe a decade ago, did have a history of these kind of system issues, but they're not saying anything right now in terms of what might have caused it. Obviously, there's been some issues with other exchanges around Asia in recent months that involve hacking, but we've no idea what the cause of this one is. In terms of what's affected everything on the Tokyo Stock Exchange, so that includes the cash equity market, is affected as of right now. The Osaka Exchange, which is where the derivatives and futures are traded, is not affected. So trading in options and futures is going ahead as normal. But we just passed the 9 a.m. mark when the cash equity market would open, and nothing is trading right now.
So what should investors be watching out for? Of course, we do have the Japanese yen holding steady at that 105 level. It's been pretty range bound recently, but given the ongoing network issues, what should investors be on the lookout for?
Well, possibly it's fortunate that this error happened on the week when much of Asia and many traders might actually be out. So that is one fortunate thing here. I think immediately, obviously, investors do not have an option, do not have the ability to respond to anything that was hitting yesterday. Fortunately, it is fairly quiet in terms of the news flow right now, with the exception of the gigantic M&A deal that we had here with NTT and Docomo early in the week. I think later, once we know the source of this issue, the network issues that the Japan Exchange or the Tokyo Stock Exchange suffered in 2000s had a lot of repercussions for that company. They were heavily reprimanded by authorities. I think it led to some management issues, some management changes as well. So obviously that will be one thing in focus once we know a little bit more about what's causing this.